Hey guys, this is Grant, posting a video for the Hammock Forum for my new fan modification I made for my hammock. I know a couple guys were interested to see the Goal Zero fan tool, which is what I kind of installed on my Ridgeline organizer with the battery pack. I'll explain a little more when I show you the unit. I'm in my garage and there is a fan way up in there. Not sure if you can see it. I hope it's not too loud for you. It's a pain in the butt to go turn it off, so I apologize for the noise. Hopefully you can hear me fine. So let's just jump into it. Like I said, I'm in my garage. I just strung my hammock up quick so I could show you guys this. I got a silver Cave Creek hammock with a built-in bug net that zippers off if you want it off. Fantastic hammock. Rick did a fantastic job for me. Really enjoying it. I've only had it for now a month or so, but it's pretty versatile. Can do anything with it. I just got to spray the bottom with some permathins for the bugs because the mosquitoes up here are terrible. I live in Minnesota and it is humid and sticky all the time. Got a whole bunch of paddle boards in here. My wife runs a paddleboard yoga business, so garage is a mess with stuff for out on the lake all the time. Paddles and chairs and paddle boards, all sorts of crap. Anyways, let's get into it. Here is the actual unit. It's a Goal Zero fan tool. I'll post a link for it for REI and their website when I post the YouTube video. See it below the video. And then I also got this gooseneck USB extension. Basically allows you to form the fan in any direction that you want to. So if you want, you can turn it down. You can turn it this way. The only way it doesn't really work is putting it kind of up because it will drag and slowly droop down to an angle. But why do you need it angling up anyways? Mostly people are going to want it to be down. You can curl it like so, angle it downwards. I like to have it kind of blowing at my face. I've found that it's the perfect amount of air blowing at you. It's not going to be something where you're going to get watery eyes from air blowing at you, and I think it actually is not good for you to have too much air blowing in your face. I think it's just right, keeps everything kind of flowing. This netting will stop some airflow from the outside, so it's nice to have this on the inside. What it does is it attaches by USB into any standard USB female outlet. So I'll take it off here, show you guys. I really like they've made it so that it's real snug fit into any USB port. It's not one of them that's real cheap and easy to pull out, so they must make it with real tight parameters. Obviously it'll be different for whatever you plug it into. Different companies have different quality units. I found this to have an extremely snug fit into this unit. Again, I'll post a link for the gooseneck below the video as well. And then you plug the gooseneck into any USB device that has power, whether that be a wall outlet, a computer monitor, or I use an external battery pack. The one I use is this RoamProof 20K. That's what it's called. It's a completely waterproof, submersible, solar powered battery pack that has, show you on here, 20,000, and has 4 USB outputs. 2 of them at 2.1 and 2 of them at 1A. I haven't tested it to see if the fan will last longer, or conserve more energy by going off of the 1A versus the 2A. I'm not sure if I'll get into that or if I care enough to really look into it. Pretty awesome unit. You can see the green lights when it's charging by the sun, and then you can also charge it by wall outlet. Lasts a long time. Charge your phone 5 or 6 times. Should power this fan for probably, I don't know, probably 5 nights, I would say. if you have it continuously running 8 hours a night, be close to that. Anyways, so that's my unit. I also have a smaller USB battery pack that I'll use because this thing is pretty heavy. I mean, it's 20,000, so it's got a lot of juice and a lot of battery in there. But it fits nicely in the Ridgeline organizer I have here. Sticks out, and I plug it in, turn it on, the button, and this thing also has a button on it, as you can see. So you can leave your battery pack on. Most of them have an auto shut off. This one does. After a little while it'll turn off if it's not sensing any output. Either way, you plug it in, turn this button on, power your battery pack, and it'll start moving. So I'll set this down, I'll plug it back in and show you kind of how much air is going. I'll use the plastic bag and the stuff sack for my hammock and kind of show you guys the air output it has. Before I do that, let's take it apart. So it is made of rubber. It's 2 units. When it ships, the actual motor is here, and here's the fan blades. It's rubber, real flexible. I don't really think that you can wreck it unless you tear it, but it fits real snug on here. You just slide it on, pop it in, can't really go wrong. So I'll put it in and show you guys kind of how much power it has. Alright, so here it is. Turn it on. Gets going pretty quick. No lag. It kind of seems to be a pretty durable product. Should last a while. Here it is with a plastic bag. As you can see, it kind of blows it backwards a little bit here. I hold it in the middle, should go kind of straight back. Really won't let it touch it. See, the fringy's moving pretty good. And here's the stuff sack. Blows the stuff sack. It's even lighter than that plastic material. Doesn't let it touch it. And the nice thing is with the rubber, if you do touch it, it just stops. Starts up again. You can even do that with the bug netting. Happened to me by accident. You can see it'll stop. Doesn't rip the bug netting at all. It just stops it and then keeps going. It's a nice feature to have if you have pets in your hammock, or you hit it with your leg, or you accidentally have the netting hit it. It's not going to do any damage to it. The only thing I could see being an issue with this setup is that the plugging into the unit itself is going to have to be pretty snug. I don't really see it sitting there falling out. It's got a pretty good hold with this. It's a little bit loose, but I don't see it being a real issue. So that's my setup. Let me get a ruler and I will show you guys to scale kind of how big the fan is compared to the rest of the unit. Kind of what it all looks like on a scale. Here's a ruler to show size. It's a little over 3 inches, 3 3/8 or so. Not a bad size, real light. I think the whole thing weighs 1.3 ounces. You have to check the specs on it, I'm not sure if that's correct. So here I am finishing out the video, laying in my hammock in the garage. I actually hung it pretty good and didn't even really try. Getting better at it. So here's the fan unit. Sitting kind of right in front of me, hanging down close to my face. Got a nice bit of room next to the net. Like I said, it kind of can move it where you want it to a certain degree. how you want it to blow. You have it blow back, forward, sideways. Blow it at your feet if you want. I'm sure that would feel nice on a hot day. Yeah, you can even move it. If you got a Ridgeline organizer that's adjustable, you can push it back a little further. Bring it up real close if you want. If you're sweating. So there it is. Hope that's enough for you guys. Ask any questions you have on it. Pretty happy with it so far. I know there's some cheaper options on Amazon. I just don't really trust items that are $5, $6, $7 to last very long. I'd rather go with a trusted company like Goal Zero that makes pretty good and respectable products. I have a couple solar panels and one of their bigger battery packs. So there we are. Thanks, guys.